Okay, so this is the very first Slumber Party launch party for Erin Wellness. And as I've said, we're going to start doing these on a regular basis. We have lots of new products coming out that I'm super excited about. So I plan on doing these on a regular basis with really cool gift boxes and prizes and whatnot. And I just want to first say thank you so much, all of you, for taking the time, because I know time is so valuable. So it means the world that you guys all took the time to be here with me. So thank you so much. So what you would have seen in your little prize pack, you got your cute little PJs. As I said, I got blue ones for some reason. They sent me a random blue pair. So I was like, all right, I get to wear blue. You also got your little Sleeping Beauty mug, which is cute. And then of course, a bottle of Sleeping Beauty. And I threw in a free bottle of one product for each of you. So everybody just kind of got like a bonus product for doing this. So once again, thank you so much. So what I was thinking we could do to start is, I guess we should start by taste testing. So I don't know if everybody has their warm water. I've got my kettle going. I find it tastes better warm because I like the idea of like a warm tea before bed. So we'll do a taste test. Got my kettle going. You guys can all see what you think about it. Oh, that's really hot. So it's like one little scoop. There's a 30-day serving in here. So there's 30 days in here. So it's a tiny little scoop inside, and it's ginger mint. And when you smell it, you can actually smell the mint in there. Just one little scoop. Now, if you have a sweet tooth, I like sweet, so you'll tell a little bit, but if you have a sweet tooth, it's perfect. And if you have a not sweet, you can dilute it just by adding more. So that's the nice thing about it. And then it mixes super, super easy. I'll wait for everybody to. But it smells really nice. It's like a tea. Mine's really hot because I had a kettle going. So, and I'd love to hear what you guys think of it. You guys can unmute if you want to share, or if you don't want to share, you just want to give thumbs up. That works too.
Well, I want
a major sweet tooth, so it's so good.
It is. It's really yummy. I like it. I'm not a really big mint fan anymore, but I really do love it because I grew up on a farm with tons of mint and I drank tons of mint tea. But I love this. It's very soothing. Nice. And I have to tell you, I've been working 12 and 16-hour days on set. And this helped me last week.
Yay, good.
It helped my muscles. I felt rejuvenated. I mean, I'd come home because I'm up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning, because I'm taking my dogs for a walk before I go to work.
Yeah.
So I loved it. I felt like it was like a Christmas present before work. You know, awesome. I needed to sleep because sometimes it's hard to sleep for me. Yeah. I don't know about you ladies out there, but I find as I've gotten older and I'm having a hard time sleeping because I want to do so much all the time.
Yeah.
I'm doing 3 jobs right now. So it's been a great, you couldn't have came at a better time.
That makes me really happy. Yeah, I love the flavoring as well.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody else like it? It's all good.
It's actually so good, Erin. I don't have a sweet tooth, so I was worried that it would be too sweet. Yeah. I'm a salt and vinegar kind of gal, but it actually is fantastic.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm like borderline obsessed. I would drink it throughout the entire day if I could, but you know.
I was thinking we actually probably shouldn't be drinking too much of it. The East Coast people can. It's 5:30 for us. I think we'll all of a sudden, because there is melatonin in there. That's awesome.
It's perfect for me. It's 8:30 here.
There you go. That's what we kind of did the earlier calls, all out Eastern people. But the goal eventually would be to have 2 separate launches. So I'll do a West Coast and then I'll do an East Coast for the East Coast people. So eventually I'll be doing that. So what I'll do is I'll kind of, because I know everybody's time is of the essence too. So I'll jump in. I have a little PowerPoint. I'm just going to kind of go over the brand story a little bit, tell you a little bit about why this means so much to me to do this brand. And then also just go over the ingredients really fast and what each one does. So I'm going to take you through. I have to look at my messy computer screen. Oh, actually I can go right to my PowerPoint. The other day I showed somebody my computer screen. They're like, oh my God. Okay. So I will do this fast. All right, so Erin Wellness, obviously you know that. And who I am, my name is Erin Ashley. I'm the founder and CEO of Erin Wellness. I'm a registered holistic nutritional counselor, ISSA trainer, eating disorder recovery coach. I've been in this industry for 18 years. I've worked with numerous companies across Canada. I'm an award-winning account manager, voted top 100 health and wellness influencer 2020 and 2021. I have a #1 book on Amazon called Bulimia to Balance. I have 5 cookbooks. We're finishing our 5th one now with Michaela, my daughter. And for 2 years, I was a wellness expert out here on Pulse 107.7 FM. But my most prized job to date is being a mother to my daughter, Michaela. She really is the reason behind it, one of the reasons I started the brand, and really gives me a lot of momentum to continue doing what I'm doing, because my message is not just take a supplement. And that's one of the things I get to talk to you about tonight. It's really about how do we empower women with understanding what they can do to really make changes and make habits that will have them have sustainable health and wellness in the long run. So we're going to go back, as Wood and Buzz say here, to the very beginning. I'm just going to tell you a little bit of story about who I am. At 12 years old, I started my very first diet. I was always a bigger kid, and so I was teased relentlessly in school, and I was actually homeschooled for another years because of that. At 14 years old, that was me on the left, a classmate in my school was telling me about his sister was struggled with anorexia and bulimia. And when I heard that, I thought, I have the winning diet ticket. This is great. I can lose a bunch of weight and I can eat whatever I want. And so that really started my 25-year battle with bulimia. And around that time as well, I was also put on the hormonal birth control pill, which then I went on to the hormonal IUD, which is one of the reasons why we have the product Reset to help with that coming off birth control. So my hormones were also at play as well. I had really painful, heavy periods. I had lots of acne. And then as we fast forward even more so in my 20s, I started doing fitness competitions. And for me, not everybody is this way, but for me, it became more of my glorified eating disorder. It was my way of really having a super strict lifestyle. But the problem is with me is when I would stop competing, I would fall way off the wagon. And so although if somebody hasn't competed and you've never had an eating disorder, I think we all can resonate with this on again, off again relationship we have with food and with health and wellness, and even with weight loss, right? We're either on or we're really, really off. And that was my case, except I was competing and then struggling with bulimia. So the picture in between would usually be like a month or so between after the show. I'd fall off really hard. I know some of you on the call tonight have experienced that stuff and worked through a lot of that stuff yourself. The picture on the left is the last show one of the last shows I did. That was the Arnold Classic. Picture on the right is literally like a month and a half later. Super extreme. And what happened, the picture on the right, I got triggered again, went upstairs and started to purge, and there was a knock at the door. And it was different this time because it wasn't, a family member or somebody, it was my daughter. And I remember hearing her voice and she's like, "What are you doing?" Because it was the first time she'd been locked out. She was like 3. And as I rose up and caught my reflection, I remember just thinking, if I don't get a grip on this, this is going to be her. She is going to have this relationship with food and her body. And I wasn't willing to let that happen. And that's really became the catalyst. Like I got sick and tired, this quote, I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I really wanted to start understanding holistically, how can I find sustainable health and wellness? How can I finally stop worrying with my body and with food and enjoy food and trust myself? And that was really kind of my mission behind starting that. And I wanted her to be able to see a mother who had that healthy example too. So I began to look at more of a holistic approach. And that's where the brand kind of, empowering women with holistic health, because it's not just eating and it's not just, working out. And I knew that it's, the thoughts you think, it's the friends you keep, that daily support network. We have 5 pillars at Erin Wellness. So it's the thoughts you think, the friends you keep, your daily movement, nutrition, and then supplementation. And what I thought is if I can use the brand as a catalyst to get that message across and help support women. And that really is kind of how it all kind of started to be. And so now we have 7 products. I'll talk a little bit about the QR code in a couple seconds, but the QR code has now enabled us to be able to share this message with women everywhere and giving them the tools and strategies and tips to be able to make these sustainable changes and hopefully have, sustainable wellness in their life. So let's talk about Sleeping Beauty. I'll make this short and sweet because I know everybody's busy. So this is a really exciting one. There's nothing like it on the market. There are, sleep products and there are collagen products, but nobody's really combined them together and to have a sleep and collagen support product. So collagen is the most abundant protein in the body. It's your cartilage, your tendons, your ligaments, and all of your other membranes provide support for your bones and your muscles, especially your joints. It's in your cartilage, sorry. So when we look at the picture here, we have the younger skin that has hydration, elasticity, and firmness. Some of you on the call are younger, so you have that, you still have that 20-year-old glow. I'm 47. So more wrinkles, age spots, dehydration, right, as we have aging skin. And our skin is full of collagen. When we're young, of course, our collagen fibers are strong and densely packed together. And as time goes on, those fibers start to break down. That leads to the fine lines that we have when we smile, which are a good thing too. We want to have a little bit of wrinkles. I'm not saying no wrinkles. I'm just, if we can slow that down a smidge, that's good. So skin makes new collagen while you sleep, and that prevents sagging. So more collagen means your skin is more plump and less likely to wrinkle. So they actually have had studies where if you get less than 5 hours of sleep at night, you have twice as many wrinkles. Right. So that's one of the reasons than you would if you have 7 hours of sleep at night, which is one of the reasons why we decided to take a collagen support ingredient and combine it with a sleep product, because we recognize the importance of getting that good sleep in order for collagen production in our skin. So you skimp on the sleep and your complexion will look drab and ashen and lifeless. Not you, Ashton, but you know what I mean. So this really is where we kind of landed with Sleeping Beauty. We wanted something that was anti-aging, a sleep support, collagen support, immune health. Also, there's a lot of immune support in here, and something that tasted really good that you could have that nighttime warm tea before you go to bed. That was really the idea behind it. So first ingredient we have in here is Lysine. So Lysine helps support collagen production. It also prevents bone loss, reduces anxiety, it helps with IBS, and it's the amino acid used in the biosynthesis of protein. The next ingredient we've added, and a lot of you probably heard this one, magnesium bisglycinate, that's going to put you in that nice calm state, that nice rested state. It promotes that restful sleep. It calms the nervous system, relieves muscle cramps. Then we've added melatonin. I'm sure you all have heard of melatonin. It regulates that sleep cycle. It's immune boosting, helps with insomnia. It helps with weight control as well, of course, by managing those cortisol levels and helping your body produce more melatonin when you actually have those cortisol levels lower. Hold on, my daughter's actually trying to get in the house. Sorry about that. Sorry. And Indian gooseberry is next. So Indian gooseberry has the anti-aging properties. It helps improve your cell structures, it helps with immunity, digestion. It also helps with menstrual cramps as well. And then we have, oh, somebody asking me a question? Oh, okay, yes. Yummy. Okay. Vitamin A in there too. And that's going to delay signs of aging. Again, looking at how we can really help support your skin while you're sleeping and support that skin health. Builds your immune system, improves vision. And then we have vitamin C. I couldn't seem to get the font the regular size on this one. I battled this for like 10 minutes, trying to get the font on the regular size. So I was like, just going to go with it. So vitamin C, of course, we all know vitamin C right now with immune health. It boosts immunity, helps support that collagen formation. So looking at how we can support the lysine, support that Indian gooseberry, putting all of these ingredients together. And then vitamin D, we have a full recommended, well, actually now the recommended daily dose of vitamin D is an up to 2,500, jazz hands on that one. But we do have 1,000, which was at the time, a month ago, the recommended daily usage of vitamin D. So it enhances immune health as well. The vitamin D contributes to bone health. And then we have zinc in there too to help enhance immune health. Again, protect the cells against free radical damage. And then last but not least, we've added GABA. So we have those three sleep support ingredients with magnesium bisglycinate, the GABA, the melatonin. Then we also have the skin supportive ingredients with the lysine, the Indian gooseberry, the vitamin A. Then we have the vitamin D and the zinc in there too to also support with immune health. So then we have GABA in there too. So all in all, anti-aging, immune support, collagen support, prevents your bone loss, supports your eyes, supports hair. We got a lot of claims. We have about 2 pages of claims we're allowed to use on this product, which is really cool. Can calm the nervous system, prevents jet lag, and is non-GMO. And I'm going to talk for 2 seconds about this and then I'll be done. But we've used this QR code technology. I don't know if any of you have actually taken a chance to look at the QR codes in here. This has been a lot of work. I'm really proud of the way that it's all come together and how it looks. But I actually filmed Dragon's Den in May this past year. And this is how I got on the show, was with this QR code technology, because I'm the only one using it in Canada. And so fingers crossed that we air, because 80 filmed and 60 get to air, and it went really, really well. But I still have not heard. So you don't find out till 3 weeks before your show date. So it would be incredible if we did, because it would really kind of give a lot of brand awareness and messaging out there to women that in here, in these QR codes, when you scan them, you have a video explaining the product. We also have meal planners. There's 2 meal planners, vegan and non-vegan, and they're fully done with beautiful recipes. Then we also have tips and strategies and tools to support the consumer on their journey. And then we also, at the very end, we go through every single ingredient and break down what it is. So if somebody's in a store and unsure, they can really take the time and learn about the product. So I'm really, really proud of this because to me, this is my 5 pillars: the thoughts you think, the friends you keep, your daily movement, nutrition, and then of course, supplementation. And it's educating women. And there's workouts in here and affirmations, all sorts of goodies. And I can just keep growing on that. So I'm really, really, really excited about being able to share this with as many women as possible out there. And then last but not least, we are a Canadian company. A percentage of every bottle sold is donated to the Downtown Eastside Women's Shelter. I've been doing that since I sold my first bottle, and I'm excited to really keep going with that momentum. I have a goal, a big, hairy, audacious goal one day of, my mom's an avid reader and she's volunteered at the Calgary Women's Shelter for many, many years. And I'd like to do like a library in her name one day. So that's really something that I've kind of put as my big, hairy, audacious giving back goal. But I was a kind of a troubled teenager, got into a lot of trouble. And if it wasn't for these grassroots organizations, there would be no way I'd be sitting here today. So that really kind of is the talk about the product that I wanted to give. And I don't know if I can stop the share. And I don't know if anybody has any questions or had anything, any questions about the product, but that was really kind of what I wanted to kind of do in a nutshell, kind of go over the product, let you guys try it, get some feedback on it, and see if there's anything you guys have questions on. And if not, that's okay.
This is a really tech question. How do you scan a QR code in your camera?
Oh yeah.
You can know scan one.
Do you have an Android?
No, I have an iPhone.
Okay.
I'm really not great at tech stuff.
Okay. So turn on your camera and basically you just point it at the QR code. And then when you do that, the little thing will pop up at the top and it says erinwellness.com. And
You don't have to go too close either. You want to make sure it's out and not blurry. You want it, and it'll just pick it up right away.
There you go. Yeah. And every product has these. So we have, there's the video on it.
That's a really great idea.
Yeah,
I'm
really excited about it. I'm actually, and it's, I know, one of the things when I was on the Den that they asked, they said, what if, I think this was the question, one of them was like, what if everybody copies, because you can't patent this. And I said, well, I'd like everybody to copy, because what it does, it actually educates consumers and helps them. The return rate of product has dropped dramatically since doing this. And I think it is because people are understanding what they're buying when they get it. So it helps them out too, because it doesn't waste their time. If there's something in here that doesn't agree with them, if there's something in here that they can't take with their medication, they can look it up right here and they know exactly what each ingredient does. So that's been also another bonus with it too. But yeah, every product has it. Yeah, Lisa.
It's actually Lesia.
Lesia, I'm sorry, Lesia. Sorry.
That's okay. I get that. You know what?
All the time. So
my cousins still call me Lisa because they can never say Lesia when I was younger. So it's all good. So I'm used to that. I wanted to ask you, with this one, Reset.
Yeah.
This one here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm 55 now.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had my time for since I was 48.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I still use this?
You could say it's a good liver support. It is a good liver support as well. So you definitely.
Okay. Because I do take lecithin too for my liver.
Yeah. Yeah. You could take that for sure.
Because I thought, I really like to maintain my hormones and everything like that at my age too, even by eating. But I was just wondering, would this be additional help too with the hormones? And because I never ever, I only had sweats the first year. I've never had them since. And I'm one of the lucky ones.
Yeah, I know a lot of people do. So you are one of the lucky ones.
I am, but I did start my period when I was 9.5 years old. So I feel like I deserve that.
Yes, you did deserve that. Well, no,
but I just wanted to ask about if it's okay if I start using it, because I never opened it yet, but I want to start using it because I read everything about it. And I'm like, I really would like to try it to see how it would maybe help an additional, because I have other friends that are my age that are looking at something like this too, because they are going through changes of life. And I wanted to know, would the Reset actually help them after they go off the pill? And
Yes.
and maybe help rebalance their system and their hormonal base, because there's a lot of products out there, but yours is very thorough. Because like I was a gymnast for 30 years and I studied health for a long time too, and yours is very like
The Reset is definitely for cycle regularity and also post-hormonal birth control support. And there's the immune support side of that product is really impressive too. With the NAC, we have NAC in there,
yeah,
in there. There's some really interesting cofactors. The reason we did that is because when you are on hormonal birth control pill, your immune system can be compromised. So really looking at how we support that. Plus you've got the B6, the B methylated folate, B9, and you got the B12, the active form B9. So all of that's in there. So also because you have a depletion of Bs when you come off the birth control. So we also have the hormonal birth control. So we have that in there too. So you definitely can. It'd be a great support product for you to take. I personally, for perimenopause, I'm a big Reclaim girl. I love Reclaim just because it really has so much to it. And it also has the St. John's wort, which I really love as well for mood. I really kind of feel it in about 15 minutes. So that's been my go-to as well, but you could definitely do Reset for sure. So.
There's the other ones. Reclaim.
Anybody else?
Yeah, can I say something?
Of course, Jennifer. How are you? Thank you for
I'm good. How are
tuning in.
you? Thank you so much for having me. Like, amazing. This is so much fun. And I firstly wanted to say that I've always thought you're amazing. I've been following you and your daughter forever, but watching your slideshow, it's like telling me some things that I didn't know. So super cool. Thanks for sharing. What I wanted to say was that I have serious stomach issues and sensitivities, and I know what causes them, and it's things like Brussels sprouts or like whatever. And I know that, and I ate some today. So coming here, my stomach was like really bloated and I was in so much pain. And I was saying to my daughter, oh, I wish there was something I could take to feel better. This is so uncomfortable. Usually I have to go to sleep and then wake up and be fine. Yeah. I'm not kidding. Like after drinking this is almost done. My stomach literally doesn't hurt. So what is in this that is making me feel better? Because that's what it is.
It's probably the mint, right? The mint is really soothing for the stomach.
Could be,
yeah. Mint and ginger and magnesium can be really helpful too if you have like any sort of digestive inflammation, and just like all of the relaxing things will help your digestion naturally. And also the pair of ginger and mint, which is why I was like so stoked about all of the little things that kind of work in the evening that probably weren't like a main feature, especially like collagen for helping with sleep. Yeah. A lot of people don't know. And then ginger and mint and helping with like nighttime cravings because collagen has glycine. So yeah, I'm really impressed, and I'm not easily
amazing. I'm so happy. Thank you.
I know I was watching your story, Sarah, as I was like, oh, wow, you went like full in. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm learning. I'm like, tell me more, Sarah.
Well, I've been doing these features in my story where I like look at all these fitness products and kind of like go through all the ingredients and just like tell people like, this is actually really dangerous. Like, don't be sold on this. So, and people freaking love it, which is why the QR codes, I was like, that's amazing. Cause I post this stuff. People are like, oh my gosh, I had no clue that that was in there. And it's like, oh, to me, it kind of seems obvious. So the QR code is going to be such a good feature to let people know, like, you can scan this and it'll tell you everything that you are in my DMs about and like learn all this stuff. So I think it's going to be so helpful and just help with like, as people start to want to know more about like, what are they putting in their body and become more conscious, like you're already a step ahead and like, I'll tell you everything that's in this with full transparency. And my boyfriend and I, we actually did a study for transparency in protein powder companies. So we like emailed all of them and like saw who would give us their certificate of analysis and like tell us about it. And so people are becoming more conscious about like what brands are hiding stuff and being more transparent. So I think that that's going to be a really big selling point to be like, hey, if you want to know anything, here's all of the information at your fingertips, not hiding anything. We'll tell you what's in it. You don't have to search for it. And like, I was as shocked at when I started doing that, how many people were interested. So I think it's going to be so awesome.
Yeah, no, and I really love those bits. I mean, I knew a lot of it too, but it was so nice to have you point. So especially some of the companies that I'm like, when I see people like, oh my God, I love this product. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff in there that's not good for you. Especially the dyes and the sweeteners, and you think you're putting something in your body to really help you, but it's actually going to do more harm. So I think I love your education pieces. I think they're really great. So yeah. Anybody else?
I just want to say that I think that's great that it's an option that's not a pill. Yeah, especially like at Healthy Planet, people come in all the time and they are so used to being shown pill options for sleep. So I think that this will be a great addition as well. So.
There's so many out there, really. And that was the other thing I began looking at too. This is the only one like this in the category with like a collagen support product. So it's kind of neat because it's niche, but
Yeah.
not many powdered sleep products. And there are a lot of people who don't want to take pills or don't want to take gummies. I personally can't buy gummy multis. I will eat the whole freaking bottle. Like I just
Oh yeah.
I have no self-control because I'm like, they're good for me.
Yeah, it's like it's risky, and then also it's gummies are often filled with crap,
Yeah.
and they're not therapeutic dose, and they are not active ingredients. So this is nice that it's all there, and in a sense that you get therapeutic dose and not too much. Like the melatonin, sometimes you see upwards to like 5 to 10 grams of melatonin in products, and that is going to make someone feel really hungover the next day.
That was Grace and I were talking about that when I started doing this product, and
Yeah.
we were talking about the melatonin aspect of things. And even you were the one that said, you said, I think 1.5 would be a really good amount, because that was because of your experience with your clients. You were like, that is the dose you find works really well, and you don't have the sleep hangover. So that's actually why I chose the 1.5, was actually that conversation with Grace. So shout out to Grace for the melatonin aspect.
Go Grace, killing it.
I got a question from somebody on my DM, so I thought it would be useful to like say it, is that for people who do feel groggy in the morning from melatonin, they can actually try having it about an hour before bed, because a lot of people just take the ones that are sublingual and then they try to just like go to sleep and they wake up hungover. And I heard it on a podcast and then I looked into it, and I used to get like melatonin hangovers if I ever took it. So you can let people know that they can try taking it, then that it's a lower dose about an hour before bed. And for a lot of people that actually works better. And depending on how long they're sleeping can actually time like their deeper sleep to be more restful in the middle of the night.
Oh, that's a good little hint too. That's really good. Thank you. I love that. All right. Well, I can probably let everybody go and have dinner now, or you guys go to bed.
Yeah, it works very quick for me right now. And it takes me a lot to get to sleep. So thank you.
No.
I might try your reclaim now. I was just like, I've been reading all of these since you.
Well, yeah, and
all
you
of
can
guys
always
are like,
message me if you have any questions too. But
I will.
Yes,
I will.
message me, please. And I just want to tell you, I just want to thank you all so much. That really means the world for me to have you guys kind of show up and put your PJs on and do this taste test with me. I really, really, really appreciate you guys doing the unboxing and whatnot. So thank you so much. And yeah, the next one I have, I'll reach out again and send you guys another glorious box of goodies. So that's the plan. The boxes will hopefully get bigger because I'll have more products. So.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting all of you. You're all beautiful, and cheers, everybody. Have a really good night's sleep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you, Erin.
Cheers. Thanks, Erin.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day, guys.
Have a wonderful night. Take care. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.